I just want to touch back on something that I talked about before, and that is the possibility of other people being involved with the murder and not just Bryan Kohberger. First of all, let's say people are innocent until proven guilty, not guilty until proven innocent. I do think he has some knowledge of or involvement, but there are just too many possibilities that could make him innocent or guilty. Let's just talk about the possibilities of other people involved. Did Dylan or Bethany know the people that were involved? This was a party house, so you've got to keep that in mind. People were coming there constantly. Even people that didn't even know the occupants of the house were there partying all the time. This was a night that people are usually there. I find it really hard to believe that this particular night no one else was in the house. What if it was someone else in the house that Bethany and Dylan knew, or that all of them knew? Something got out of hand and this happened. Now, do you think Dylan and Bethany are going to snitch on these people that they know when there's someone else that this is being pinned on? Do you think they would snitch on them if they were really good friends? Do you think they would snitch on them if they thought there was going to be repercussions? They could have been threatened. Do you think the people, if they were in the house that did it, do you think they're really going to come forward and say, oh yeah, I did it? No. So this is why I don't think we're ever going to find out the truth. If other people are involved, they're not going to snitch on themselves, and Bethany and Dylan are not going to. I don't think they've told the truth by what they said to the police officers, and I don't think they've told the police officers everything. You know, I'm assuming, but there's a strong freaking possibility because their actions make no sense. Their actions scream cover up. You know, did these people that were in the house, that could have been in the house, I'm just saying, because it would be very odd that no one else was in the house when they party all the time. Did they do this and then threaten Dylan and Bethany? You know, or did Bethany and Dylan know? And they just talked about it and said, you know, what can we do to get the evidence out? You know, that's why it took hours and hours to call the police. We cannot exclude Dylan and Bethany out of anything, no matter how many idiot people in their channels try to. We don't know anything about these girls. They could be decent or they could be pieces of shit. We don't know. I couldn't stand when everybody kept saying, oh, these people are so traumatized, so traumatized. We don't know if they were traumatized. They could have possibly given two shits less. We don't know that, especially if they were involved or knew something. I'm not saying they're involved. I'm just saying they could know something. You have to look at every freaking possibility there is. And check out my video about true trauma. You know, check that out. But anyway, what I'm saying is there were parties at this place constantly. So can you really exclude out that there were no one else in that house that night? Can you truly exclude that out? You know, did they order Jack in the Box for their company? Did their company order Jack in the Box? Everyone seemed to have already eaten out, so why would they order more food? You know, think of all possibilities. Don't just think of one. Don't believe all this crap that all these YouTubers are saying to you, all these news stations. You know, so much of this so-called source information has been debunked. We don't have any credible sources for anything. Check out my previous video about that. But I'm just saying, look at the possibility of other people being in the house, things being removed, their cover-up plan, talking about how are we going to make sure everybody's got the same story. It's a possibility. I don't think we're ever going to know the complete truth of this case, especially if other people were involved, especially if there were people in that house. Because I think stories were talked about and corroborated. Evidence was taken out. There is just no excuse in the world, no matter what, that could justify the police not being called. And like I said, this is all speculation. I'm not saying anything is 100% sure. I'm just saying you have to think about all possibilities if you are an intelligent person. No intelligent person, if you look at all these possibilities, is going to say that he's definitely guilty or definitely innocent. You are a very ignorant person if you truly look at this case and say he's definitely innocent or definitely guilty. I don't care if I offend you, it's just the truth. You are ignorant if you can say that. Think. Use your brain. Don't think about what other YouTubers are telling you. Don't be gullible and believe everything you see and hear. Anyway, that's all. I'm not going to keep on going on about this, but just to recap, do you think we're ever going to get the truth? Because I don't, especially if other people are involved. If Kohberger was involved, we're definitely not going to get that truth because he's no longer here. I still think he could have possibly have known Bryan. He could have possibly have known someone in the house or known one of the party goers. I still kind of think there's a connection. I'm assuming, just an assumption, nothing solid, but there's just too many possibilities. Anyway, if you like intelligent perspective from someone that never minces their words and looks at all possibilities, please hit that like and subscribe button. If you are easily triggered or easily offended, then don't watch my videos because I will always trigger lots of idiot people. I just speak the truth. I'm straightforward. I don't mince my words, and I look at all possibilities. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Please check out my past and upcoming videos, and I hope you have a wonderful day or evening wherever you are.